Hello, hello, boys and girls. This is ImAnderZEL, of course, and oh yes, this is kind of a review of Battlefield 3, actually, or the open beta at least. Kind of the things I don't like and the things I do like. And keep in mind, this is beta, so this is not a representation of the finished product, and this is not things that necessarily are not going to be fixed in the finished product. This is basically a list of things I already do like a really much or a lot, and basically a list of things that I really hope they will, should, or maybe should change. So basically, let's start off with some smaller things, like how you basically open the game in a browser, web browser that is, not an actual browser inside a game itself. I do not really like that, but then again, that's kind of a minor thing. I don't really care about that much, to be really honest, and doesn't really matter that much. But then again, it would be nice if the game was like a regular game with, like, you had your friends list and shit like that inside the game, and you could choose between different servers and basically make it work a lot better, just like Counter-Strike or just like Battlefield Bad Company and most other games, shooter games like this. Things I don't like that are bigger problems right now are the flashlights. Oh my god, the flashlight blinds you completely from well over 10 meters distance, or about 11 yards, and it is being used like hell. I mean, there will be some good examples of that in this gameplay video, I think. I don't remember completely. I just recorded like 2 hours yesterday while I was trying it, but basically I had the chance to try it a lot longer now. So this is not a first impression, this is basically a review of the beta, even though it's kind of weird doing a review of the beta, but I'm gonna guess most of you guys want to know, like, what are the pros and what are the cons and things like that. Gameplay itself, it feels really good. As you see, there's like zero lag already. There are a few instances when you run around the corner and you get shot and you think, what the fuck just happened? But I think that is due to lag. I think that is people lagging on the server I am on. If you guys don't know what lag is, that is basically when the game kind of... the difference in time between you and the information you send and the information the enemy sends to the server is kind of... it's too long, basically. It takes too long. You basically measure... You can also get lag just in single player, for example, if your PC is not good enough. So that's a prime example too. But the lag I'm talking about is basically the lag you get when your FPS, or no, not your FPS, but when your ping is too high. Ping is basically the time it takes for the information the server sends to you and for you to receive it, and it's measured in milliseconds. So for example, if you have a ping of 100, it takes 1/10 of a second for that information to reach the server and basically impact the gameplay itself. So it really is like this. If you have a ping greater than 100, you basically can't really play the game, because anything more than that, you should preferably have a ping of around 50 to 60 for the game to work really good. But you can play most games with a ping of 100 as long as it's not much more than that, because it won't really lag too much then. But basically my point is that when he sees me and shoots me, I'm on my screen already behind the corner, but he sees me as in front of the corner and he hits me, and that is basically what's kind of called hit detection when you die anyways, when he shouldn't have hit me. It's just because his computer is slow. and that is to compensate for bad internet and things like that. It's kind of good in some ways, but it gets really annoying when people have a ping greater than, for example, 100 or 150, because hit detection that way messes up the fucking game. You can see prime examples of that in COD, and we have some guy teabagging me right there. I do not really know why, but I'm gonna guess he's pissed because I killed him. Fucking asshole. But yeah, basically, I'm just hoping it's just due to a massive lag, because you cannot see the ping of people right now. I certainly fucking hope that will change, because I am still an admin at Lokalen, a great big server provider basically, or they get their servers provided by Webhallen, a Swedish basically on-demand internet computer buying website basically, and those servers are amazingly good. I played all my Battlefield Bad Company 2 on those servers, and I generally like it there, so I basically applied to be an admin. I haven't been a very, how do you say it, active admin lately, because I haven't basically played anything, but I told one of the head admins I was going back for Battlefield 3 if it will be possible, and said yeah, that's fine, that's no problem, and I like that, that's good. And basically to have people shoot you when you're around the corner is very annoying, and I think and I hope it's just because of lag, because if it is hit detection like in Call of Duty, I'm gonna get pissed and I will definitely ask for my money back, because that's a no-go for me. I mean, that is for 12-year. That's to please 12-year-olds with a bad internet. That's basically what that kind of hit detection is for. The kind of that is in COD. I mean, it's just incredibly stupid why a company that wants to have a respected first-person shooter genre have something like that. It's just sad. I mean, I would rather say fuck the guys with bad ping, make them play on another server basically, and that's why I like servers with ping restrictions. For example, you get kicked if you have over 100 ping, and that's basically my point right there. Fuck, I've talked so long about this. Things that I really like is actually how the game acts, how you move around in the world. I mean, it feels very fluent, but some other things I don't like is that you cannot bind your keys on your mouse, for example. You can only bind your right and left mouse button. That is kind of suck in my opinion, but then again, that is something I think they will most probably fix. And as you can see there, I'm not really used to keys, so I press F instead of G, so I don't throw my nade on that guy. I try to knife him from 20 feet, from like 20 yards away or 20 meters away, and that doesn't really work that well in Battlefield. I like it that they actually have made knifing take a bit longer. So basically, if you're gonna knife people, you really have to be sure you are safe, basically, that they are camping and you're behind their back, because knifing someone takes about 3 seconds, I would say, almost, because you basically like grab a hold of them, you turn them around, you stab them in the throat basically, and rips away their dog collar basically, or dog tag, and it's amazing. Other things that I really like: the game looks awesome. I mean, it's not some kind of ploy. I mean, I'm not even playing on Ultra right now, and I'm not playing on 1080p. The footage you see now, it's just 720p, and I also render my videos in quite lousy quality. But still, you can see the quality is excellent. The game is running superbly. I mean, I'm recording this and running it in 60 FPS. I tried to play on Ultra yesterday, and with basically everything I could play on Ultra. I wasn't able to put everything on Ultra. Some things are just high, and it worked amazingly good. And I mean, it's amazing that it runs so well when it's still in beta. I mean, that is amazing. Other things I don't like is, of course, the Origin engine. I mean, I just wish I would be able to play this on Steam instead, because I like Steam so much better. But then again, Origin is basically just a worse thing than Steam, basically, just because the fact that it is so new, and Steam has been around for, like, what is it, 6 years maybe now, or 4 years? 4, 5, 6 years there somewhere. I actually don't really know, but I mean, Steam works so well. Steam is still a DRM service, so I mean, Steam is kind of sucky in some ways, but Steam makes up for it in so many good ways, and that's something Origin doesn't do yet. I mean, except for the Battlefield free beta, and I mean, this is the only way they're gonna get people to actually get Origin, so I think it was a really good call of DICE and EA to actually make sure it was free beta. And oh my god, that's a nice kill right there. 2 sprays and a third guy here, right there. Very nice, I like that. So as you can see, if you have played Battlefield before in any kind of way, you will be doing good in this game too, so you will be phoning COD noobs all day long. Because I mean, seriously, if you play against people on COD, you can get killed by someone and owned by them so completely. I mean, all from 12-year-old boys to 30-year-old men. I mean, you can get owned so badly. But Battlefield actually requires some skills, some thinking, some good movement and shit like that, and you can't really camp or call in some kind of airstrike or some shit like that. So, I mean, I just generally really like Battlefield, but then again, I'm a man of principle, so I would say I won't buy it if some of the things I just mentioned isn't fixed, because in all honesty, I don't want to pay for a game that I do not feel satisfying my needs and my expectations, especially when it's a AAA title like this. And I don't really have that much more to say. I mean, it's still just beta, so I mean, hopefully, and most probably, most of this shit is gonna be fixed, so yeah. As usual, thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys learned some and at least find this video interesting, since this is kind of my first commentary. But as usual, thank you guys for watching. Have a wonderful day. Bye bye.